So in front of me, we have just about every single Philips Norelco electric razor out here, starting from the 2000 series all the way down to the brand new Prestige i9000 Ultra. All right, guys, these are incredible razors, but I wanted to kind of break down all of them, what's different, what you should get, and what's right for you. So starting off at the left, we have the Philips Norelco 2000 series. Now, this is for people that are either just starting off on your electric shaver, journey. Maybe if you're a kid, high school student, or you really just care about budget completely and you just need the cheapest available razor out there. It is a decent razor. It still has a pop-up trimmer. It has zero interface, so you don't even know when the battery is getting low or anything like that. So that is a huge con for me because I like to know where my battery life is at. It does have the signature rotary style Philips head, does have the floating heads. They tilt in and out, but there is no movement at all on the fixed head. It does, like, you can still hear it. It's still shaving, still doing good. You're just gonna have to do more passes. It has less power, and it's not as gonna be comfortable as the rest. So that is, in a nutshell, your beginner, bottom tier Philips Norelco electric razor. Still a good razor. But if you have a little bit more budget, then you're going to move up to the 3000 series, guys. Now, the 3000 series is kind of similar. It does start to have an interface that's going to show you how many bars are left. Mine's fully charged. I try to keep mine always fully charged. It does have the same pop-up trimmer. I think it's like almost identical in size. Yes, it's identical in size. It's pretty much the 2000 series with a few extra benefits. You're going to have the same floating head razors. Where it's gonna change is it's gonna have the ability to tilt and have like it's called the 5D, so it has a 5-directional movement. So you have a little bit more flexibility when you're shaving, okay? So it's gonna help when you're coming over these, areas like that. So like curvature, cheekbones, chins, stuff like that, that's going to perform a little bit better with the 5D. Now, all of these are going to be wet and dry. Just throw that out there so you can do these in wet and dry. So in the shower, just no foam, with foam. It's are all the same. So if you're looking for something like that, any of these are going to be fine. But let's get on with it. This is the 7000 series by Philips Norelco. Now, this is right where you're going to start seeing a huge difference in your electric razors, okay? Once you get to the 7000 series, you're kind of getting into the more like professional grade shaving experience, okay, guys? So right here is still going to have the same pop-up trimmer, but you're going to start seeing a little bit difference in the body style. Now, this is where kind of like this floating head comes in, and it does move in every single direction, which is amazing because this really helps with some of these areas, and you're going to start getting different razors. Like the blades here, they look different. So I don't know if you guys can see, they're a little bit different. This also is going to start having your NanoGlide technology. This is going to be your lowest one, but it's still great. So what is the NanoGlide? The NanoGlide is going to be where it helps create less friction on your face. It feels actually cool to the touch when you're shaving, which I love. So it's really cool. And another thing to notice is at the 7000 series, they start having their Sense IQ technology that helps with like different parts of the beard, stuff like that. So it just makes for a better overall shave. Now it has a little bit more functionality. You can do locks. I think they all have locks, or no, I don't think the first one does actually. But you have the ability to kind of change. It has a little bit more information. It tells you, when you need to clean it, if you're shaving the right direction, and your battery life designated by 3 bars. So overall, this is a really good electric shaver. This was my first electric razor by Philips Norelco, and I had the first one that I owned. It was like a light blue head instead, but I lost the charger and then they changed the chargers on me. So I had that one for 4 years and I absolutely loved it. It was my workhorse. It was a great razor. Next, we have the Philips Norelco 9000 series. Very similar to the 7000 series. You got the same pop-up trimmer. The actual, head here is just a little bit better. The electric razor, you're gonna see, this is where you're gonna start seeing a difference in the shaver heads. This one has like an extra built in the middle, so you get a little bit closer shave with this. The NanoGlide technology, I think, is a little bit better. I think there's a higher rating on it. So it just glides pretty effortlessly and it gets a really close shave. It's really nice. I do love the 9000 series. I used this one for a long time too, just because it was kind of my step up graduation from the 7000 series. It does have the Sense IQ. The actual interface, very similar to the 7000 series. These both are able to connect to an app, so you can get feedback from when you're shaving. So I think I haven't connected these. These might actually connect. I just never have tried, but these all connect to an app. So keep that in mind. Going from the 7000 and on, they're going to have app capability that will tell you and feedback of how you're shaving. So next, we're going to get on to more of the luxury style electric razors. Now, there's some others out there. I think there's like 2 other models, but these are the main models. This is the S9000 Prestige. This is where you're going to start seeing a difference in the body style. So what you're not going to see here is the pop-up trimmer. Now, both of these do have trimmers. You just have to remove the head. They're super easy to do. I think you just let me see. I always feel like I'm going to break it, but it's not. You just pull it out and then you swap out the trimmer for that. That's just how easy it is. And the trimmers work better because then they are directly connected to it. So you do get a better experience out of that. Now, where this is going to change a lot is the interface. The interface here is going to show you your battery life. It's going to show you the exact percentage. And you're going to be able to change the speeds here with the S9000. So it's really nice. There's 3 different speeds here. I do like that because sometimes you do need help with that thicker area around the chin. So I just kicked that up all the way and I kind of just worked my way around that, guys. You just hear it kind of just mowing down stuff. There you go. Yeah, good shave right there. And this is where you're going to start seeing, I think, about a 50% on the NanoGlide technology. The Sense IQ is better. Everything about this better. This is rated at a 0.00 millimeter shave. This is for people that really are taking their shaving very seriously. You have extra money to kind of invest in electric razor. These last a long time. You can always replace the heads. These are super high quality. It's kind of a commitment to shaving in a way with these ones that are a lot more expensive than, say, the 7000 and 9000 series. You can get away with having these and just using these forever. These just are more luxurious. They have more feedback, and it's just a very serious shave. All right, guys, it just looks really clean, really nice. I love the S9000 Prestige. I probably would have used the S9000 Prestige forever if they didn't come out with this one, the Philips Norelco i9000 Prestige Ultra. So this is brand new, guys. It's been, it's honestly, I think it's like actually released. It was supposed to actually release on May 1st. I got it a little bit early. Really excited about it. I've been using this every single day. It gives me the very best shave that I've ever had out of all the razors that I own, and these are not even half the razors I own. I own a lot. I test them. I review them. This thing is crazy. It's going to have, I think, let me see. Yeah, they use the same actual shaver heads on here, but what's different is like their lift and cut technology. They have the Sense IQ Pro technology. So what that helps with is actually getting a little bit underneath. So you actually lifts and pull the root. So it gets down to a negative 0.08 millimeter shave, which is insane. The first time I shaved with this, I touched my face afterwards and I was shook. It felt like I was touching like a baby face from like when I was like 12 years old. It was crazy. It was such an excellent shave that I'd almost felt unreal. And what's really cool is their interface. This thing is so interactive. It has, first of all, it tells you how long you're shaving, so it's counting down or counting up the time for you. And it has different modes. It says foam, sensitive, regular, and then intense. And then also, once you connect with the app, you can do a custom mode to have a specific amount of like cuts per minute. I think it does around 160,000 cuts per minute right now on the intense level, which is just crazy, guys. And then it does have the nice, I like how the bars here actually change colors. It's kind of like a gradient to like a dark blue when it's telling you that it's out of battery. And then it does have the 64% that it's showing. So it is very, it gives you a lot of feedback. But one of the coolest parts I think about this razor is this light. You're gonna see this blue light. It's gonna change from green and orange, okay? So green is good, blue is too soft, and then orange is too hard. And it's easier for me to kind of go through and do this when I'm, you know, in front of a mirror or something, just because I can actually see the colors. It's kind of hard. I have to like tilt it up. So it does connect to the app. You can either use these colors as an identifier or use the app and it will tell you on the screen. But what I love about it is for people that are kind of like me, a little bit too lazy to connect to the app, don't want to hassle with other technology, it gives you the immediate feedback of how to get that perfect shave. So you'll see kind of how it's gonna switch from different colors, light, green. So right now we're at a green. We're at like a really good pressure and stuff, but you're gonna see when I push too hard, it's gonna turn orange on me, right? So it is giving me that feedback. And like I said, it's a lot easier to do in the mirror when I'm seeing how I'm, you know, shaving and everything. But ability, and then it's also going to tell me I need to clean my shaver. Just the ability to give so much feedback makes this such an incredible electric razor. Now, this is definitely a investment. This is going to be the most expensive on the list, but it is definitely the most high quality electric razor. The performance between these two razors is so far, it definitely makes sense of why there's such a huge price range between these two. Not saying that any of these razors on the table are bad. They're all good razors. They just step up in performance, in quality, in features as you go down the line. Personally, if you are someone that is not taking, you're kind of limited with budget, right? But you still want a really, really good shave and you don't want to, I guess, fall too much out of the features as well. The 7000 series is, honestly, like I said, 4 years I own this thing. This thing is a workhorse. It is just trustworthy. It's good. It gives a great shave. This is where the Nano Glide technology comes in, so great for sensitive skin. It just overall good shave. If you want to start stepping it up, trying some of the other ones, getting a little bit extra features, these 9000 and the S9000 Prestige are great. If you can get this, because this thing is already sold out in a lot of places, then do so, get this one. I absolutely love this. It is the best electric razor that I've ever had. I can't speak enough about this, but it's just crazy. But there's so many good razors to choose from, guys. But I hope this video really helps you kind of narrow down what you want and what you need out of an electric razor. And I hope this helps you, you know, get that perfect shave that you guys are looking for. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. And as always, take care.